Alright, the 10-gallon Iwagumi scape. As you can see, carpeting plants. Meh. Some of them are growing new ones, but I actually have a video coming up about this tank. But today's matter of business is that filter in the back there. That hasn't been cleaned in at least 6 months, and you can still see this water is crystal clear and the water parameters are amazing. But currently the water flow has been going down, so it's been less. So that means, that means that it's about time to clean it. That's usually how I do my filter cleanings. I just clean it whenever the filter starts to slow down. You can also be more timely with it, like you can clean it every month or whatever, or depending on how much organic material you have in your tank. If you have a lot of organic material from your plants and wood and other sorts of stuff like that, you're going to have to clean it more often. But obviously there's no wood in here because it's a Iwagumi scape, and there's not that many plants in here. Also, while I'm at it, I might remove all these rocks off the surface here too, just to help those carpeting plants move about a little bit more. Alright, here we are. Here's the filtration part of it, the heating, and then the moving here. Oh, this water's warm. Maybe it's just because it's cold in here. But as you can see, we got a lot of buildup on the outside of here of little loose plants and whatever the heck whatever that is, some dust and stuff, some little bugs in there too. But I'm gonna start by draining a little bit of water out into a container and then pulling the media out and rinsing it. Okay, drained a little bit of water out, and I turned the pump off, and now I'm gonna start rinsing media. Right, removed all the media out of there. You can see it's quite a gunky mess. And now, as you see, it's right here. I cleaned it. Don't clean your sponges too much, but do just clean them enough that water will pass through them well enough if they're really clogged. And then replace your filter floss and lightly clean your bacteria, biological media. And then here you go. Here's the water that I cleaned it in. Nice and gunky. Next, I'm just gonna lightly clean the inside panel here, and on the heater one too. Alright, now it's time to put the media back in. Alright, got new filter floss in there and replaced the media back in there. As you can see, this water in here is also really gunky, but once we start everything up and get everything running, it should clear up. Alright, this nasty brown stuff you can actually use to water your plants, and it's really good for your plants. Alright, the next task is to pick all the rocks off the surface. This should be just great. So it's taking way too long to just take my hand in and out of the tank to this container here. So I'm actually going to just use this glass bowl and sink it in there with it, and then just pile every rock into there, and then once that's full, move it into the big one. Obviously, it honestly doesn't look like I did anything, but what I did is I just removed the larger ones, so now these smaller pieces of gravel are the same size as the existing, or about the same size, some of them are a little bit big, as the existing planted substrate in here. That's just to help the plants spread better. And the reason why I added gravel into this is to help this mound thing keep a little more shape. Obviously, it's lost some of its height. There's materials and more rocks inside of this to keep it from sliding down. But that's just the reason. And also to keep the substrate from moving around too much, because I don't have a full carpet on here yet. So as you can see, the tank got a little cloudy because I restarted the pump, and the filter is now cycling all that junk that was behind it back here in the filter case back through the system, and this fresh filter media will clear this up in at least less than an hour. But if you did like this video, or you enjoyed it, maybe it was helpful, like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel where I have more fish stuff. And if you're into art, I have some art on the channel as well.